Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Welcome back to the show commentary series on The Edge of Sleep, which now they are finally feeling a little bit dozy, and Katie is probably dead. I mean, I don't know. I'm maybe the show has the balls to kill off a character. I honestly haven't really been caring for the characters, and we're some form of of a progression in any form of this show. It does feel like this show was dragged out to be 6 episodes. The story is very weak, and I guarantee you it's going to feel very rushed with this final climax. Um, because from my understanding, what they're going to probably do is that this island is their savior. Like um, like this entity can't get to where they are. Why? I have no, I have no idea why. Maybe they'll answer it, but it doesn't matter. I guarantee you, it doesn't matter how they answer it. It's still going to feel rushed. Anyway, guys, go check out Dubby. It supports me. You get 10% off when you use my code ACROPY05. It's an energy drink company, so a smaller one. So you'd be supporting me, a smaller channel, and a smaller company. Right now, I'm trying. I said this in every video, and people are probably going to get annoyed by it. But I'm trying out Beach Peach, Beach and Peach. It's really good. It's a mango peach type of flavor. So let's get into this final episode, which is episode 6, The Dream Warrior. After treacherous crash landing, the crew struggles to stay awake as they face extreme. I don't know what that word is. Why is the descriptions really spoiling? See, if the cliffhanger of this episode was a plane crash, then this would make sense. And like for example, if this episode was a cliffhanger of them going to an island, then this would make more sense. But this is straight up spoiling that there's going to be a plane crash, and they're going to be like, we already know that they're going to be struggling by staying awake. That's obvious from the last episode. But this is a complete spoiler, and it kind of takes away any form of tension. It doesn't really matter because I don't really care about any of the characters, unfortunately. So, but yeah, let's get right into this. So this is probably going to connect to the very beginning of the first episode where he was in the plane crash. This is a very different intro. I just noticed that it says based on like some form of podcast. I don't know what that. So it's not written by Mark Clark. Okay. Yeah, they should have gotten better writers. Interesting concept, but I honestly don't care what's going on. Ow. Well, that's one way to stay awake, I guess.
Hey, what'd you do to your arm?
I'm having a little trouble reading the instruments. Just, I can't.
Can you not put this in autopilot? I could have put it on autopilot before you gave him that.
You're starting to hallucinate.
At least I feel fine. I'm wide awake.
Are you supposed to be in the cockpit?
I am. See?
Okay. Well, if you guys got some dubby, it wouldn't be an issue.
Listen, we have 2 hours left. Okay, 2 hours to stay awake.
See, how did you guys know where to go? Actually, I just started thinking about that. Did you guys just start flying in a random direction?
What's wrong?
There's no runway. I gotta land on the ocean.
Do you have to land it on the ocean? You could land it on land. You just gotta find some form of flat ground. I mean, this is probably the most tension that there has been throughout this whole entire show, so. Oh, that's where that comes into play. Got it. I'll say this looks good. I don't know how you got out of the plane. So did they just leave Katie's body in the plane? Poor Katie.
The elephant will try and stop you.
So a lot of these shots could be taken out because it is these episodes are 20 minutes long each. It seems like it seems like most of the runtime are these like, shot like, lingering shots. There's been hardly any form of story progression throughout this whole entire show.
But you shall die at the threshold.
Don't go. Stay with me. Stay with me. I need you, Dean.
Guys,
It's that simple, huh? So there's other people here. How did other people know about this place and to come here? Did they do the same exact thing, like testing things out? Like, I'm really confused.
why did he bring me here?
Your power is raw. It must be a hunt for the...
How? And if he's been fighting this for years, why is this now affecting the whole entire world?
We can talk more tomorrow.
No, we don't got time. We only have 20. We only got 20 minutes of runtime. This guy's going to be walking around with no forehead. All right. Well, I really tried to like the show, at least this first season. Still, number one complaint, way too short. Not enough time for anything to be built. I feel like there was still more story there. Clearly, they want another season. And like, everyone waking up towards the end because I guess now this supernatural thing is now controlling them. Why was that not a recurrence thing throughout the season? That would have been really cool. That would have been actually cool if they had to, like, I don't know. I don't know what they would have done, but like, that would have been some form of threat. And that's the problem. There was no form of threat. Even them falling asleep wasn't a threat until literally the final 2 episodes. That was the only time that tension actually built up. But throughout this whole entire season, nothing happened. Like, there was some form of progression being made, but every time that there was some form of progression, it was like, not really resolved in 2 seconds, but you learn something in 2 seconds. And that's kind of the end of it. And they talk throughout the whole entire episode, but nothing moves forward. Like, what was it in episode 2? It was like, so like in episode 2, they were talking in Katie's apartment, which they were just rehashing everything that we already know to Katie. And like that could have been something that could have been done off screen, or at least move and talk type of deal. They could have been at the hospital looking for other people and saying like, hey, okay, this is what's been going on, just to, so then the audience can see that Katie's caught up to speed or something for them. But no, most of the time they were just standing around talking, and nothing's happening. There's nothing actually really going on in the scenes itself. The only thing that's been actually going on was the first episode. The first episode, I didn't really hate that much. It was actually a good setup to everything. And it's when did things start actually happening? I think it was episode 4. When did the surgery happen? It was either episode 3 or 4, where they finally saw the triangle in the brain. And next, nothing continues after that. And actually, like, like the only thing that you figure out in that episode is like, okay, Mark is actually connected to this. How? We still don't fucking know. We understand that he's been fighting this for years, but why is this now affecting everyone else? Has this been going on for a while and like people have been dying in their sleep slowly over time? we don't know. Nothing is really dived into. And like there's just the story just lacked a lot of interesting stuff. And even though there was interesting concepts there, and like I said, I really like um the creepy imagery uh that was being shown throughout the whole entire season. But that was pretty much all it was creepy imagery, and nothing was really built on what this thing was. It's like it was kept it, the show did nothing but repeat itself throughout every episode and rehash something that would happen previously. And and the cliffhangers were kind of like pointless. And so yeah, I mean, I pretty much said everything that I needed to say throughout this whole entire watch through, and nothing really proceeded in itself. Nothing really progressed. I'm just repeating myself at this point. That's kind of my immediate thoughts on this. I do by the end of this, by the time that this whole entire series is out, I've already had a season review on it. So that would probably have more of a clearer thought on what's going on here than what this was. Because I'm still somewhat processing this, and I honestly didn't feel like I got much from watching this. Like nothing pretty much changed from episode one. Everything that, episode one set up is like something that we technically already knew from the get-go, and you got none form of answers from that. Like what is this cult? How long have they exist for? Why do they exist? How do they know that this entity exists? And what about this war? But yeah. Anyway, guys, let me know what your guys' thoughts down below of the show. If you liked it, that's cool. But this is kind of stuff that I think about while watching something. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.